Joy to me is more than just a feeling of great pleasure or happiness. I really think that joy is, for me at least, this inner sense of contentment and peace that really has been hard fought in my life. But for me, when I think about joy, it just comes from this inner security from knowing and having experienced and having trusted Jesus with my life. My name is Trace Jones, and I'm the lead student pastor here at The Heights. My wife, Rachel, and our daughter, Reese, and I have been here for a little over a year now, and it's been really, really great. I got saved when I was 6 years old on a random Sunday evening. And for me, having grown up in that environment and given my life to Christ so early, honestly, as I got older, I would discount that story and the impact that it had. But what I've grown to appreciate as I've gotten older, and what brings me so much joy about being able to follow Christ, is that I have known him my whole life. I've had that security. I've had that knowledge and confidence of where my hope has been placed in since I was 6 years old. And so when I was 16 years old, I was in this discipleship relationship with my student pastor, and we were just talking about what it looks like to give your life to God fully and completely in everything that we do. And he challenged me to memorize Romans 8. And long story short, I wound up sharing that in front of my church at a Saturday night service. And I'd been wrestling with a call to ministry for a little while, but it was in that moment when I was standing up on stage reciting Romans 8 that the Holy Spirit just spoke to me and said, "This is what I want you to do for the rest of your life, to preach my word." And from there, that changed the trajectory of my life and changed where I went to school and what I studied, and to the point where I've been in full-time ministry now for a little over a decade. Yeah, there have been really hard times in the midst of that, and there have been times where I've asked God, is this really what you've called me to do? But for me, what has just been so amazing is over the years seeing the impact that God has had through me. It's not about necessarily anything that I've done, but just what the Lord has done. And there's nothing that brings me more joy than what we've seen God do over the last year. We've seen over 20 students give their life to Christ in our student ministry. And one of the things that I've just become so grateful for and so convinced of in the world that we live in today is that even one person coming to know Christ is a miracle in and of itself. And so the fact that we've seen God move and seen so many students give their life to Christ over the last just 12 months has brought me a ton of joy. And as I think about those students who have given their life to Christ over the last year, what's so exciting is that this Christmas, they get to experience it anew, right? They get to experience it for the first time and celebrate this joy that they now have coming to the world as a person, this Messiah who came and would ultimately die for us. And we all get to share in that hope and in that joy this Christmas.